Welcome back to Cryptogains for another video. I want to show you what I see in the Bitcoin price chart, the altcoins chart. If it sounds interesting, drop the like, give me a subscribe, stick around. Let's take a look at how things are looking right now. This is the altcoins total 3 market cap. It's all of the money that we have inside altcoins, excluding the Bitcoin and the Ethereum money, right? Market cap. So we're looking at all of your favorite altcoins. I've been showing you this on my channel if you've been watching, right? I said to you that it was forming some form of a bull flag. We have the price action bouncing between the two poles, right? The two top line of the flag and the bottom. We broke out of it, and what we saw was a sort of like a turnover to come down and retest it. And I said to you, this is what I'm expecting to happen. And I kind of drew this yellow line to show you just rough kind of estimate of something I'm expecting to see, right? And so far, it's playing out all right. We came right down, we tested it, we almost kissed the bottom of the flag. This is good enough. And the next candle now has been a nice big green candle. So what would I like to see going forward? I would like to see by come next week, June, some excitement come into the market and really pick up. And who knows, maybe we could see, because right now the altcoins are sort of like $830 billion worth of money is in altcoins. Who knows, maybe by next week we could see more money come in. Maybe we could be up sort of like at the 900 billion mark. That would be good if it did, because then this looks like it would be playing out. And so far it looks like it's done a V-shaped recovery. If I was to move it to like a smaller time frame, it would look more like a V-shaped recovery. So that's altcoins looking good. Bitcoin's looking great. We saw, it come down and test into this ribbons. So the ribbons just talks about the trend. Are we in a bull trend? Are we in a bear trend? When they start to tangle, meaning when this yellow line starts to tangle, look over here as an example, and starts to come underneath, that shows signs that you're in a bearish trend and everything's coming downwards. You can see what happens with the price, right? Same goes again for when we're bullish. The yellow line starts to tangle and come back on top. It bounces. Everything's great. We're in a bullish trend. Prices continue to go up. And you can just see here, look, the last candle that we had from last week, it came right down here. There was a massive wick buy power that kicked in. This was good. So it kind of held support off this whole level here, right? Because, it printed a body candle above it. And this is what we're seeing now, bullish move to the upside. Where is this though? There's something that I want you to be aware of. Let me find it. Where's my chart? Is it this one here? Here we go. So we have been forming a bearish divergence right back from here. This is in March of 2024. Right? And it started here. And the reason it started here, where this green line is, I'm going to remove it now, is because this is where the highest peak we've seen on the RSI. And this is the weekly time frame, right? So on the weekly time frame, we have this RSI really overbought. It gets oversold. It comes up again. This is what we're seeing here, right? And as the RSI is making a high, a lower high, and a lower high, you've got the price making a high, another high, and who knows, maybe in this future to come, another high, because I've been expecting it to come to this sort of white line here, which is 122,000. That's what this sort of yellow arrow is. I've been saying it for a long time, that we will see a 122k Bitcoin. Question is, will it go higher? If it does, how much higher can it go? We'll talk about it when it gets there. So, but it's forming this bearish divergence. What would I like to see to happen then over the next maybe coming month, maybe the next few months? Over this coming month, it's going to test this line here, right? See it, this high, lower high, lower high, because this RSI is starting to move up again now, and I'm going to show you right here. We're looking at the bottom part, right? I want to see this blue line come above this sort of trend line, this white diagonal trend line that I've drawn. I want to see it come and break out of it like this, because if it does something like that, that could be good for, and it has to make a higher high than this prior one here. It would have to come above this middle one here. Because if it doesn't, let's say it does break above it, right? It comes out, it breaks out of this sort of trend line here, and it comes like this, and then it rolls back down. That can be bad because it's still, making a lower low. So you got this, a lower high, another high, and I'll just draw like a quick white line so you can see. And if it does something like this, it's a lower high, and that could be bad because then you're still in a situation where you're making lower highs. It's the strength just isn't there to really bring things flying out. So you want to see essentially this RSI come out and really stretch. Let me see if I can do it. Something like this, come right up and come higher than this, because then it would break the whole divergence as well. But I'll keep an eye on that and see what happens. But and obviously once the outcome comes, we will see what happens at the time. But I do expect to see some excitement in the market, because obviously we've had some dull, crappy moments have been trending sideways for a while as well. I do expect to see some excitement, and I do think that again we will hit this 122k mark. Will it happen this week, next week? I don't know, time will tell. But just know that when this happens, markets are going to be excited, and we might see some excitement in the news as well that sparks a lot of new money coming in. And this is the part that I was telling you guys to be ready for, because if this is the last wave, you best be prepared to take some decent profits off the table, when this starts to run up and the altcoins start to run up. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching. If you're new, like and subscribe, stick around, because I'm going to bring more on this, and I'm going to keep an eye on this stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers. Never be defeated.